We now consider conditional probabilities. So when I'm looking at two events A and B happening, if I know that one of them already has happened, so if I know that B has happened already, and then that changes the probability of A happening. So that I call the conditional probability of A given B has already happened. So A given B is written in this way, A with the line given B. For example, if I toss a coin 10 times and I want to count the number of heads, if I know the first, and if I want to know the probability that I get 5 heads out of those 10 tosses. So if I know that in the first 5 tosses, I'm tossing the coin 10 times, and I want the probability of getting 5 heads. If I know in the first 5 tosses I already got 4 heads, then the probability of 5 heads changes, because now I will have very high chance of getting 5 heads. So knowing what's happened already can affect the probability of some other event happening. So here, as it says, this is various probability of A given B. And because this is a probability, it satisfies all the rules we saw of probabilities beforehand. Now, the definition here is if A and B are two events and probability of B can't be 0, because otherwise I can't divide by 0 on the bottom here, then probability of A given B is probability of A intersects B divided by probability of B. This is the conditional probability law. And so if I know B has happened, then what's happening with this rule is I now restrict my sample space to B alone, because I know B has happened and that's where I should lie. And I'm looking in that at the number of times, or the intersection of that with B. In other words, I'm looking at in that set of B, what proportion of times A happens. So this A intersect B looks at that part of A that lies in B, because as I say, if B has already happened, then my sample space is now restricted to B only. And so here's a Venn diagram. If I know B has happened, my sample space now consists of only B, and out of that I'm looking at the possibilities for of A happening, and that lies with A intersect B. So A happens, if B has already happened, A happens only in this part, A intersect B. Example over here, a little tricky, and we'll cover this in the class later on. Thank you.